This is a Fox Sports presentation. The wild cards have been shuffled out. It's time to deal for real. And 2 more wins put you in the big show. It's the NFC Divisional Playoffs on Fox. San Francisco and Green Bay, 2 rich traditions, but only one can move on. A year ago, it was a disappointment the Niners cannot forget. And earlier this season, an overtime loss on these very grounds. But the Niners disposed of the Eagles as Steve's gutsy performance and Jerry's stellar play reminded us of a glorious past. And the 49er team showed off what it's been doing all year. The Pack says, welcome back to our little frozen part of the world. Brett's the 2-time MVP leader up here, with Antonio just waiting to take flight. And this defense will send shivers no matter what the temperature. It's a showdown that'll settle things once and for all. Now, live from the Fox Television Center in Hollywood, your co-hosts of the one and only NFL on Fox.
That picture says it all. The players and the fans in Green Bay fired up at the prospects of hosting the San Francisco 49ers today at Lambeau Field in this NFC Divisional Playoff game. And hello again, everyone. I'm James Brown, welcoming you to this special edition of the NFC Divisional Playoffs. And joining me, as always, my partners, Ronnie Lott, Howie Long, and Terry Bradshaw. You know what? Speaking of this move right here, I heard from some of your constituents this week. Did not like the fact that
you I've had a hard time explaining that. You need to quit doing that. I'll tell you, you can do some help.
Hey, man, let's get to some football stuff, man. Talk about.
Is this a great game? Mud, wind, rain. Matt Millen's doing the game. I know Matt's got his duck boots on. Matt, show me the shoes. I want to see what you got on today.
Duck boots, and that's the football Ronnie wanted. We will get to football. All right, folks, here's a look at what's happening around the National Football League. With 8 head coaching vacancies in the NFL, here's the latest. Bobby Ross, who resigned from the Chargers yesterday, is at the top of the Rams list. Now, as we reported last week, Ross, who coached at Georgia Tech, was a favorite in Atlanta. But Ross prefers St. Louis, where he can bring his entire coaching staff with him. Now, Northwestern coach Gary Barnett, who has been rumored to be high on everybody's list the past 2 years, has been contacted by the Detroit Lions and ranks among their top candidates. And finally, we've learned that Raiders owner Al Davis has been seriously checking out Miami Hurricanes head coach Butch Davis for the head coaching position in Oakland. All right, folks, getting right to the action, as Ronnie Lott indicated, we turn now to our Fox Watch. And calling today's game from balmy 37-degree Lambeau Field is our own Dick Stockton, who doesn't have duck boots on, along with Matt Millen. Good morning, gentlemen.
Wouldn't wear them, JB, and it is downright nasty here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And, Matt Millen, with the temperature 37 degrees, doesn't have to wear those duck boots. That's what he's got on, just the socks.
That's as clean as they get, too. I got news for you. Hey, Howie, there's your shot ski. I'm nice and toasty back here.
Rain turning to snow, 37 degrees. The field was covered early. That's one of the major stories today. Matt, the other one has to be Steve Young's condition. They called it bruised ribs last week against Philadelphia. Hardly through this week. He's got it shot up for pain-killing injections. What's happening right now? How does it affect the team and Young?
I think it affects Steve Young. Obviously, he's going to be in a lot of pain. I think it affects the team a great deal. All week long, all San Francisco talked about was we have to run the football. When you watch San Francisco play, Steve Young's their best running back. I don't know how you're going to be able to run with all the pain he's going to have. Just watching him in the warm-ups, watching him throw, everything was laborious. I mean, he tried to throw, that was a 20-yard pass. I mean, it looked like a wounded duck out here. So I think that's a major, major deal. Because he has those ribs, he's going to wear a flak jacket today. Now, this is Bronco Hinnick, their equipment man. He went with a new one, and it's bigger, and it wraps himself around, and he says it has that space-age kind of new stuff on the outside that when you get hit, that it'll be able to disperse it all the way around him. He also told me that he got away with not wearing that thing for quite some time. Now, he came out early. He started to throw. He didn't like the way it felt or that flak jacket. So they said that he went in there to adjust the flak jacket. My instincts tell me that he went in there to get another shot.
And so Elvis Gerback could loom large in this game. What about the weather conditions? You were down on the field. What are they now?
Well, I think if you look at the field, it's bad. And I think where it's really bad is on the outside. You can see to the left there, the center has been resodded 3 weeks ago. That's in good shape. looms well for the running game. The biggest thing is on the outside where it got chewed up. Your wide receivers and defensive backs is going to be treacherous out there. That could be big because one mistake could be the difference in this game.
So we don't have a frozen tundra. We have a slushy tundra here at Lambeau Field. That's the story here right now. Let's go back to JB.
All right, Dick and Matt, thank you very much. Good stuff on the field conditions, and we're going to talk a bit more about Steve Young and his condition in just a bit. But, Howie, talent is a given with both of these teams. I think one's psyche, their attitude is important. How confident is Green Bay hosting this game today?
I think Green Bay is very confident, but I think Mike Holmes did an outstanding job of finding some type of psychological edge in Minnesota. He found a linebacker who made a no comment about Brett Favre and how he was going to hurt Brett Favre. They hung their hat on that. This week, it's no respect from the top of the organization down to the bottom. But the bottom line is, as Matt Nolan pointed out, Steve Young is the number one running back. He is the guy they have to stop. Mike Mamula, rushing underneath last week, gave them a ton of yards in the quarterback scramble. They need to double Jerry Rice. They need to put Simmons on Brent Jones, beat him up, force Owens to beat them. I don't think the running game is a big factor without Steve Young.
Hey, look, I talked to William Floyd. William Floyd says lightning can't strike 3 times. They beat him twice. He knows that being back himself, as well as having Brent Jones back, Terrell Owens is now taking J.J. Stokes' place. This team is looking forward to this game. The key, though, to this game is can they play well in the red zone, especially defensive-wise. Tim McDonald's going to move around the red zone. They cannot score, Terry, in the red zone.
Don't be surprised if Brett Favre does not throw a touchdown pass today, because they know that the 49ers are going to make everything be in front, inside the 20-yard line. And what's going to happen? They have to throw underneath, catch it, and then run it in. I don't think that's going to happen. Brett's going to come out and peek to the end zone, then take the underneath stuff. Other thing is, on their zone blitz by the 49ers, they picked up every blitz has a weakness. It's something that tells you that we're blitzing. The tackles for the 49ers tilt, and that gives Brett the indication, here it comes, and here it goes.
As our producer, Scott Atkinson, will say, wow.
I mean, he said, rat.
He did,
He
but
didn't
wow.
say wow. He said, rat.
Listen, big
No,
fella.
I heard him.
Listen, big fella. Wow, in that he's not going to throw any touchdowns, and he's thrown 39 on the season. Got to pay attention.
Wow.
Let's check
He
out
probably
what else
threw 5.
is on tap for today's show.
Today on the one and only FOX NFL Special.
Tomorrow, the defending champion Dallas Cowboys square off against the second-year phenom, the Carolina Panthers. Once again, Dallas has been abuzz with the off-the-field news that's overshadowing the game. We'll look at the wild week in Big D. And, as the old saying goes, no pain, no gain. Steve Young is definitely feeling the pain, and his Niners are reaping the gains. Ronnie gets the word from San Francisco's fearless leader, who put the big hurt on the Eagles, and now focuses on the pack. Coming at you, the one and only NFL on Fox.